Good morning, and it's Tuesday. Glad you're here. So you've already made it to the second day of the week, and we are continuing our focus on Jesus and the Sermon on the Mount, and we're at the end of chapter 6. And you think there's a typo. Read the passage again. It's that last paragraph of chapter 6, where Jesus says, where your treasure is, your heart will be also. Now, you think that's a mistake, don't you? Because you and I think that, well, wherever I put my heart, that is where my treasure will be. So if I really love something and I put my heart into it, then I'm going to put all of my treasure there as well. Jesus says it's the other way around. Jesus says you have to be really careful where you put your treasure. Why? Because that's where your heart ends up. Where you put those things that you value becomes what your heart desires. Be careful where you put your treasure, because you will train your heart to desire what you treasure. Now you think that's backwards. It's not. It's one of the most true things you will ever hear. One of the things about Jesus is he's very blunt in his teaching. He puts it there. Now, you may say, I don't agree with it, whatever, but if you live it out, if you watch it, you will understand that Jesus understood. Here's what happens in our life. We decide what we want. Okay? Not a need, it's a want. I want a certain car, because I think if I have that car, it will make my life complete. Like most kids, when I was in high school, I had a dream that one day I would get out of school, I would get my own job, and I would go buy my first car, and my car would be really cool, and it would have leather seats, and it would have a 5-speed transmission. On and on the list went. I knew exactly what I wanted. That became my treasure. That became what I desired. Then it became what I loved. See? Where the treasure is, the heart goes. It's not the heart goes and the treasure follows. It's where you put your treasure. It's where I place those things that I value. So what is it that you value? Now, I know you're going to give me the right answers here. I love God. I love my family, da-da-da-da-da. But let me ask you a different question. If I were to tell you to sit down and write down where you spent your time over the last 30 days, what would where you spent your time tell me about what's valuable to you? Now, this may be cheating right now because we're in quarantine, and a lot of us have spent more time at home than we usually do, and we have spent more time with family. So you're going to cheat, and you're going to say, hey, Mike, I was with family 24 hours a day, so I really, really love my family. Let's look at a regular day. Let's look at a regular week, a regular month. How much time did you spend with those people that you say you love most? Where you spend your time is where your treasure is. Let me ask you a second question. What'd you spend money on? Look over the register of your checkbook. Look over your past month's expenditures. Now, again, I know we're in the quarantine, so you're going to say, hey, I spent a lot of time and a lot of money on my family. See, I love my family. Well, I know we're kind of cheating in this quarantine time, but during the regular times of your life, when things aren't normal, where do you spend your money? Show me where you spend your time. Show me where you spend your money, and I'll tell you what you value. Tell me what you value, and I'll tell you what you love. Be careful where you put your treasure, because you'll put your heart in the same place. So on this Tuesday, this question's pretty hard. Where have you put your treasure? I'll give you about 60 seconds to think about it. See you tomorrow.